Good morning, my dear students. Hope you all are safe and good at your home. As usual, we are going to continue our Unit 12, Part 3, Plant Anatomy and Plant Physiology. Dear students, answer me. Name the two types of root. Yes, dicot root, monocot root. About what we learnt in the last class, isn't it? So, today we are going to see about two types of stem. Dicot stem, monocot stem. What is stem? The stem grows above the ground. It helps the plant to stand firm. It bears leaves, flowers and fruits. It carries water, mineral and food. What is monocot? Monocotyledons, commonly referred as monocots, are grass and grass-like flowering plants, the seeds of which contain only one cotyledons. Cotyledons, விதை இலை. Cotyledons are first parts of the seeds, leaf-like. Okay, to appear above the ground. This is ground, seed, stem, leaf. What is dicot? Dicotyledons, commonly called as dicot, are flowering plants that has a pair of leaves, pair which means two, of cotyledons in the embryo of the seed. What is meant by internal structure of plants? My dears, interior construction or arrangement of plants. According to our topic, monocot stem, dicot stem. Okay. So, now we are come closer to our topic. That is, today we are going to learn about internal structure of dicot stem. Example, sunflower. And internal structure of monocot stem. For example, maize. My dears, look at your book, page number 176. Internal structure of dicot stem. The transverse section of dicot stem reveals of the following structures. Epidermis, it is the outermost layer. It is made up of single layer of parenchyma cells. Its outer wall is covered with cuticle. It is productive in function. Cortex, it is divided into three regions. Hypodermis, middle cortex, inner cortex. Hypodermis, it consists of 3 to 6 layers of collenchyma cells. It gives mechanical support. The transverse or oblique section of dicot stem reveals or shows the following three structures. Okay, the transverse of oblique sections of dicot stem reveals or shows, SHOWS, shows the following three structures. First one is epidermis. Basic, already we knew epidermis is outermost layer. Yes. Epipluma and epidermis. Epipluma and epidermis are always outer layer. Always outer layer. Epiplasma is made up of single layer. Single, which means only one layer of parenchyma cells. What is parenchyma cells? Parenchyma is a type of simple crown permanent tissue. Parenchyma is a type of simple crown permanent tissue that makes the major part in plants. Okay. So, its layer has hair-like outgrowth called cuticle. Therefore, its layer is covered with cuticle. This layer is covered with cuticle. Its function and production. Its function is production. Epidermis is outermost layer. It is made up of single layer. It is made up of single layer. Okay, of parenchyma cells. It is covered with cuticle. It is covered with cuticle. It is productive in function. Function. Cortex. It is divided into 3 regions. Cortex is composed of 3 regions. One is hypodermis, middle cortex, inner cortex. First one is hypodermis. It consists of 3 to 6 layers, as usually composed of cells. That is collenchyma cells. That is collenchyma cells. Its function is mechanical support to plants. Okay. Hypodermis, it consists of 3 to 6 layers, as usually composed of cells. That is collenchyma cells. Its function is mechanical support to plants. What is collenchyma cells? Collenchyma is the elongated living cells with irregular cell wall. Collenchyma is the elongated living cells with irregular cell wall. It has sticky deposit of cellulose. Sticky deposits of cellulose. Therefore, my dear students, hypodermis has 3 to 6 layers and helps in mechanical support. Middle cortex. It is made up of few layers of collenchyma cells. It is involved in photosynthesis due to the presence of chloroplast. Middle cortex. It has few layers of collenchyma cells. It takes part in photosynthesis because it contains chloroplast. Okay. What is collenchyma cells? Collenchyma has chlorophyll containing mesophyll. Chlorenchyma has chlorophyll containing mesophyll. Chlorenchyma cells have abundant mesophyll in their leaves. Okay. What is mesophyll? Mesophyll is ground tissue that occurs between the two epidermal layers. Mesophyll is the ground tissue. That is what? Middle. Okay, middle cortex that occurs between the two epidermal layers. What is chlorophyll? Already we knew it is the green color pigment. Okay. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process in which green plants use sunlight to make their own foods. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process in which green plants use sunlight, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water to make their own food. What is chloroplast? The part of green plant cell that contains chlorophyll. The part of green plant cell that contains chlorophyll. So we learnt about chloroplast, chlorophyll, mesophyll, photosynthesis and chlorenchyma cells. Dear students, be thorough in these definitions, right? Consequently, as a result of those definitions, middle cortex. Middle cortex occurs between two layers, contains chlorenchyma cells. Sunday. It involves in photosynthesis due to presence of chloroplast. Write the meaning of chloroplast. Green pigment. Green pigment. Okay. Inner cortex. It is made up of few layers of parenchyma cells. It helps in gaseous exchange and stores food materials. Endodermis is the innermost layer of cortex. It consists of a single layer of barrel-shaped cells. These cells contain starch grains, so it is also called starch sheath. Inner cortex. It also made up of few layers of parenchyma cells. It is also made up of cells. That is what? Parenchyma cells. It stores food materials. It helps for gaseous exchange. Okay. Inner cortex, it is made up of few layers of parenchyma cells. It stores food materials. It helps for gaseous exchange. Next, endodermis. It is the innermost layer of cortex. Multi-layer large zone. Cortex, which means multi-layer large zone. Endodermis. Endodermis is a single layer of barrel-shaped cells. Already we learnt. Therefore, these barrel-shaped cells contain starch grain. That is food grains. Okay, starch grains. That is food grains. Okay, so the endodermis is also called as starch sheath. Endodermis is innermost layer of cortex. single layer of barrel-shaped cells. It contains starch grains. So, it's known as starch sheath. Third one, stele. The central part of the stem inner to endodermis is known as stele. It consists of pericycle, vascular bundle and pith. Pericycle. It occurs between vascular bundle and endodermis. It is multilayered parenchymatous with alternating patches of sclerenchyma. Stele. Very important. Stele consists of pericycle. Stele consists of pericycle, vascular bundle and pith. It is located inner to endodermis. It is located inner to endodermis. Therefore, it is the central part of the stem. Central part of the stem. It is located inner to endodermis. Therefore, it's a central part of the stem. Pericycle. Pericycle occurs between vascular bundle and endodermis. Pericycle occurs between vascular bundle and endodermis. Endodermis, which is innermost layer. Already we learnt the endodermis is the innermost layer. Pericycle is multi-layered and parenchymatous. Multi-layered and parenchymatous, which is functional tissue. Parenchymatous, which is functional tissue with alternating patches, alternating or with many layered part of the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma tissue is the strengthening tissue in a plant. Stele. Stele consists of pericycle, vascular bundle and pith. It is located inner to endodermis. Therefore, it's the central part of the stem. Central part of the stem. Pericycle. Pericycle occurs between vascular bundle and endodermis. It is multi-layered parenchymatous with alternating patches of sclerenchyma. Bundle cap. There is a patch of hard sclerenchyma tissue outside to the phloem of vascular bundle is called bundle cap. Vascular bundle. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, endarc and open. They are arranged in the form of a ring around the pith. Pith, the large central parenchymatous zone with intercellular spaces, is called pith. It helps in the storage of food materials. First one is bundle cap. There is a patch or layer of hard sclerenchyma tissue. Strong tissue. Sclerenchyma tissue, strong tissue. It is outside to the phloem in vascular bundle. Is called bundle cap. Outside of phloem in vascular bundle cap is present. Okay, therefore it is called bundle cap. Vascular bundle. Vascular bundle is conjoined, collateral, endar, and open. Write the meaning. Conjoined meaning combined. Collateral meaning secure. Endark meaning inner. Arranged in the form of ring. Arrange the form of ring surrounding the pith. That is innermost layer. Pith, innermost layer. Pith. The largest central parenchymatous cells. The largest central zone with parenchymatous cells, and it is also with intercellular spaces is called pith. It helps in the storage of food materials. Food materials absorbed by the roots. My dears, important to mark. What is bundle cap? There is a patch of hard sclerenchyma tissue outside to the phloem of vascular bundle is called bundle cap. Vascular bundle. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, endark, and open. They are arranged in the form of ring around the pith. Last one is pith. The large central parenchymatous zone with the intercellular space is called pith. It helps in the storage of food materials. Internal structure of monocot stem. A transverse section of monocot stem reveals the following structures. Epidermis. It is the outermost layer. It is made up of single layer of parenchyma cells. Transverse. Transverse, write the meaning. Cross section of monocot stem. Transverse, write the meaning. Cross section of monocot stem show the following structures. Namely, 5 structures. Dears, epidermis, hypodermis, ground tissue, vascular bundle, and pith. First one is epidermis. Epidermis, it is the outermost layer. Important one mark. Okay. Epidermis is the outermost layer. Okay. It is a single layer of parenchyma cells. It is covered with thick cuticle, multicellular hairs are absent, and stomata are also less in number. It is covered by thick hair-like outgrowth. It is called cuticle. Multicellular hairs are absent. Multicellular hairs are absent. It is thick and also uni, which meaning single cellular. It is thick and also uni or single cellular. Okay. Stomata, small spores is present but less in number. Okay. Hypodermis, it is made up of few layers of sclerenchyma cells interrupted by chlorenchyma. Sclerenchyma provides mechanical support to plant. Hypodermis is composed of few Write the meaning, some layers. Okay, few which meaning some. Some layer are sclerenchyma cells. Write the meaning, sclerenchyma cells, strong cells, interrupted by chlorenchyma cells. We knew what is chlorenchyma cell, isn't it? Sclerenchyma provides mechanical support to plant. Hypodermis composed of few layers or some layers of sclerenchyma cells. Sclerenchyma, which meaning strong cells. It is interrupted by chlorenchyma cells. Sclerenchyma provides mechanical support to plants. This is one mark question, mark it. Okay. Ground tissue. The entire mass of parenchyma cells next to hypodermis. The entire, write the meaning, entire, whole, okay, mass of parenchyma cells which is present after the hypodermis. Parenchyma cells is present after the hypodermis. Extending to the center is called ground tissue. It is not differentiated into endodermis, cortex, pericycle and pith. Write the meaning, extending. Move longer into the center is known as ground tissue. The entire, which meaning whole, mass of the parenchyma cells which is present after the hypodermis. And extending, write the meaning, move longer into the center is called ground tissues. Yes, it is not differentiated into endodermis, cortex, pericycle and pith. Okay. Epidermis is the outermost layer, the single layer of parenchyma cells. It's covered with thick cuticle, multicellular hairs are absent and stomata are also less in number. Hypodermis is made up of few layers of sclerenchyma cells interrupted by chlorenchyma. Sclerenchyma provides mechanical support to plant. Ground tissue. The entire whole mass of the parenchyma cells which is present after the hypodermis and move longer into the center is known as ground tissues. Okay. Vascular bundle. Vascular bundles are skull shaped and scattered in the ground tissue. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, endar and closed. Each vascular bundle is surrounded by few layers of sclerenchyma cells called bundle sheath. Vascular bundles are skull shape, which means a bone structure of a human head. vascular bundle are skull shaped, which means a bone structure of a human head, and vascular bundle spread over ground tissue scattered in the spread over, which mean scattered. Listen, my dears. Vascular bundle are skull shaped, which means a bone structure of a human head, and vascular bundle scattered, which means spread over ground tissue. Vascular bundle are, what are they? Conjoined, collateral, endar, and closed. Conjoined, write the meaning. Combined. Collateral, write the meaning. Secure. Endar, write the meaning. Innermost. Closed. Okay, closed, very important word. Okay, each and every vascular bundle is covered, I mean surrounded by few layer of sclerenchyma cells, that is known as bundle sheath. Okay, next we are going to see about xylem and phloem. Xylem, it consists of metaxylem and protoxylem. Xylem vessels are arranged in V or Y shape in mature vascular bundle. The lowermost protoxylem disintegrates and form a cavity. This is called protoxylem lacuna. Xylem composed of metaxylem and protoxylem. Xylem vessels are arranged like V or Y shape. It mature, which means, write the meaning, fully developed. Mature meaning fully developed vascular bundle. Lower the most protoxylem, okay, that will disintegrates, write the meaning, break into many small pieces, disintegrate, write the meaning, break into many small pieces and form a cavity. Cavity, write the meaning, an empty space inside something solid. Cavity meaning an empty space inside something solid. So this is called protoxylem lacuna. This is very important. 2 mark question pa, mark it. Next, phloem. Phloem, it consists of sieve tube elements and companion cells. Phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers are absent. Phloem consists of sieve tube elements. Write the meaning, a series of elements joined end to end to form a sieve plates. My dears, sieve tube elements, write the meaning, a series of elements joined end to end to form sieve plates. These sieve tube elements are important for the functions of phloem. Okay, not it. This is 1 mark question. And companion cells. Companion cells, it is a living nucleated cells. Living nucleated cells. Companion cells, it is a living nucleated cell. Phloem parenchyma. Phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers are always absent in phloem. Always absent in phloem. Okay. The last one is pith. Pith is not differentiated in monocot stems. Not differentiated in monocot stems. Vascular bundles are skull-shaped skull and scattered in the ground tissue. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral, endar and closed. Xylem. Xylem composed of metaxylem and protoxylem. Xylem vessels are arranged like V and Y-shaped. Phloem. Phloem, it composed of sieve-two elements, which means a series of elements joined end to end to form a sieve plates. Companion cells, which means living nucleated cell. Companion cells, which mean living nucleated cells. Pith. Pith is not differentiated in monocot stems. My dears, mark it ma. This is 4-mark question. Tabulate the differences between dicot stem and monocot stem. Tissue. Hypodermis, collenchymatous, monocot stem, sclerenchymatous. Ground tissue in dicot stem differentiated into cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith. In monocot stem, undifferentiated. Okay. Vascular bundles, less in number, uniform in size, arranged in a ring, already we knew, and open, bundle sheath absent. Bundle sheath absent. But different in monocot stem, numerous. Okay. Next one is smaller near periphery, which means outer edge. Okay. Periphery, which means outer edge. Bigger in the center. Bigger in the center. Scattered. Closed. Bundle sheath is present. Okay. In dicot stem absent. In monocot stem present. Next, secondary growth. In secondary growth is dicot is present. Monocot is mostly absent. Mostly absent. Next, pith. Pith, dicot stem is present. Monocot stem is absent. Medullary rays. Dicot stem is present. Monocot stem is absent. Medullary rays. Medullary rays, which means cellular structure. Cellular structure. Okay. Hypodermis. Tissue. First one is hypodermis. Second one is ground tissue. Third one is vascular bundle. Fourth one is secondary growth. Fifth one is pith. Sixth one is medullary rays. Hypodermis in dicot, collenchymatous. In monocot stem, sclerenchymatous. And ground tissue It is differentiated from where? Dichostem. Okay, differentiated into cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith. But in monocostum, undifferentiated. Then vascular bundle in dichostem less in number but monocostum numerous. Then uniform in size in dichostem, smaller near periphery, bigger in the center in monocostum. Then arranged in a ring in monocostum scattered. In dichostem open and monocostum closed. The bundle sheath is absent in dichostem, the bundle sheath present in monocostum. Then secondary growth is present in dichot, in secondary growth mostly absent in monocot. Pith is present in dichot, pith is absent in monocostum. Medullary rays present in dichostem and absent in monocostum. Okay, my dears, can you understand? Very good. What are the examples of dichostem and monocostum? Sunflower is the example of dichostem. Maize is the example of monocostum. My dears, Mata question pa. Explain about the internal structure of dichostem. This is a 7-mark question. Okay, mark fully. The transverse sections of dichostem reveal the following structure. So, starting from that pith end up to pith. Okay, wow. This is a 7-mark question. Next 7-mark question. Explain about the internal structure of monocostum. 7-mark pa. A transverse section up to pith. This is 4-mark question. Tabulate the differences between dichostem and monocostum. Okay. Next 2-mark question. Name the 2 functions of inner cortex. It helps in gaseous exchange and stores food materials. Next question. Define endodermis. This is the innermost layer up to starch sheath. What is bundle cap? There are a patch of hard up to bundle cap. Next question. Define ground tissue. Starting up to the next page, fully ground tissue. Up to ground tissue. Next, what is vascular bundle? Vascular bundle up to closed. This is also 2-mark question. The last one is define bundle sheath. Vascular bundle up to bundle sheath. This is also 2-mark question. Thank you, my dear students. Those who watched the video fully. Be ready for your test. All the best. Thank you.